Colleen, and this is Cooking with Colleen. I just made up that theme song for myself.
I hope you liked it.
You asked for this. I don't know why, but you did. Also, my dog is currently sniffing my anus. Just girly things. Anyway, today I am cooking for you because I asked on Instagram what types of videos you guys wanted to see from me, and literally like half of them were cooking videos, which makes no sense because I don't ever cook on this channel. I've never really done like a full-on cooking video. So this is very confusing to me, but you requested this, so I'm gonna do it. I thought long and hard about what to cook, and I just asked Eric, what's a meal that I make that you like? And he said, honey mustard chicken. So that's what I'm making today. This is a meal that is like my go-to easy dinner meal. So if you are not a cook, if you don't like taking lots of time in the kitchen to cook, if you don't really know what you're doing, this is a good meal for you, and it's really delicious. So tonight I'm making honey mustard chicken with roasted rosemary garlic potatoes, steamed veggies, and rice. Easy, healthy, delicious, amazing. You can do whatever side dishes you want. These are the side dishes that I prefer with this dish, so whatever. Let's get into it. The first thing you need to do is marinate your chicken, which I have not done ahead of time because I don't have time for that. Like, who has time to like be like,
what am I gonna eat in 24 hours? Let me think about that. Now I'm gonna marinate my chicken.
no one thinks that far ahead, like get a life. I forgot to marinate my chicken, so I'm just gonna marinate it right now for like 20 minutes. It'll be dry AF, so ew, I need to stop doing that. I also hate the game of like cooking chicken and being like, is it done? Is it done? Checking the inside, and then the outside's burnt and the inside is still pink. So for this, when I wanna make a quick, easy, delicious dinner, I just cut the chicken breast into strips. I ain't a chef, y'all. I never said I was a chef, so anyone who knows how to cook out there is probably gasping and clutching their pearls at how you're not supposed to do that, but it works and it's delicious. So this is not for the chefs out there. This isn't for the cooks. This is for the people who just want a chill, easy, delicious meal. So here we go. First thing I'm gonna do is cut up my chicken and marinate it. So I need to marinate it in the sauce, and I have to make the sauce. Now I know this might sound overwhelming to you. Making a sauce from scratch, it's so easy. Literally the ingredients are honey, mustard, cumin powder. Is that how you say it? Cumin? Hey. Demonetized. And salt and pepper. I don't ever really do measurements. I'm gonna be guessing and I will tell you what I'm doing, but I don't know. So I'm gonna get a bowl to mix this ish in. Hold on. I've got a bowl to make the sauce in, and then I have a bowl to marinate the chicken in. This bowl was my grandmother's bowl. My grandma was the coolest woman literally in the world. So if you wanna come for me and say your grandma was the best grandma ever, she wasn't, sorry, mine was. And I got her kitchen stuff, and so I love this bowl. It's very dear to my heart, and I'm gonna put some raw chicken in it. I've seen a lot of recipes online for honey mustard chicken, and they have like butter and oil and all this stuff in it. And I used to make mine like that. And then one time I didn't have all that extra stuff, so I just used honey and mustard, and it was just as good, but there wasn't any butter and oil in it. And I was like, why are people adding butter and oil? It tastes exactly the same, and it's healthier if you don't use butter and oil, so that's a little tip for you. You don't need all the extra yucky. I usually just eyeball this, so I'm gonna try to give you guys measurements so you can make this at home. But I do like equal-ish parts honey and mustard. So half a cup of honey, half a cup of mustard-ish. I think there's too much mustard in it. Okay, this is how I test if the ratio is good. I lift up the spoon and I let my finger drizzle underneath the drizzle. Taste it, and how you know if it's right is you shouldn't taste too much honey and you shouldn't taste too much mustard. So if you taste it and you're like, that just tastes like mustard, it needs more honey. If you taste it and you're like, that just tastes like honey, it needs more mustard. I actually think it tastes too much like honey, which is surprising because I thought I was gonna think it was too mustardy. So I'm gonna add a little bit more mustard in there. Just squeezed in, that was probably a tablespoon. But it's to your liking, so just do this until it tastes like how you think you would like it. Bravissimo. So once you've done that, then you sprinkle some cumin. I would say start with like a half a teaspoon and then go up from there, because you don't want it to be too cuminy. I don't know why this is good in it, it just is. So you put that in there, and some salt and pepper. So I would just use maybe half teaspoon of salt. Delicious. A little bit more cumin. Then you just taste it. I don't know, tastes like food. Now I need to cut up my chicken into little chicken slivers, then I'm gonna marinate it. Here is my washed, prepped chicken, free range, oh gross. Free range organic chicken. And I'm gonna cut like just little strips like this. That's about the size I'm looking for right now. Just like a nice little hunk. So now I take just enough of this honey mustard to cover all of this, kind of massage it on the chicken, cover it and let it marinate as long as I can. The longer you let it marinate, the better. I'm probably gonna marinate it for 30 minutes because that's all the time I have today. This is what the chicken looks like. Fascinating. Save the rest of your sauce. You're gonna want this later. You're gonna wanna pour it on your rice. You're gonna pour it on your veggies. It's delicious. But cover this up with some saran wrap and let it chill and marinate for a minute or two. While the chicken's marinating, you can prep everything else for dinner. So I highly recommend using this kind of rice. It is sticky rice and it's so good. It's botan. Is that how you say it? I don't know if I'm saying this wrong, but Calrose rice botan, and it says US #1.
Extra fancy.
It is so good. This is my favorite. I use a pressure cooker to cook this rice, but you can use a rice cooker. You can cook it the old-fashioned way, whatever you want. So I'm going to make me some rice while this is marinating, because once the rice is done, it can just sit. It's fine. There's no like timing issue with this. Everything else has to kind of be timed out. So I always make the rice and just kind of let it sit after it's finished. Don't forget to wash your rice. Corey taught me how to make this rice, and he taught me how to wash it because his Asian grandmother taught him how to wash it, because Corey is Japanese. So he knows what he's talking about. So you must wash your rice. Always check the recipe for what kind of rice you're using, but for this, Corey taught me you do equal parts rice and water, but that's after you wash it. So I'm gonna do 2 cups of rice, and then I'm gonna wash the rice 3 times through, and then I will put in 2 cups of water. Here's my pressure cooker. I'm just gonna push rice and voila. She's starting to cook and we can make other crap while she's cooking. Okay, next we're gonna make my favoriteest side dish ever, which is a roasted rosemary garlic potato. What are these called? They're called Pee-wee medley potatoes. That's cute. So all you need for this is little potatoes. You can probably do this with any kind of potato, but I like the little tiny ones because they're cute. You also need olive oil. I usually use like a fancier olive oil than this, but I ran out, so cheap olive oil it is. Some garlic, rosemary, salt, and pepper. And you need a big tray and some tin foil, but I ran out of tin foil because I'm really prepared. So I'm gonna use parchment paper, which I know is not going to work. So this is gonna be a big fail. I could do it right on this, but this is ugly. You know what I mean? Set your oven to 450 degrees. I need to breastfeed my baby and this boob feels really full. So we're gonna cut these little tiny baby potatoes into quarters and put them on the pan. Most people wash their fruits and vegetables. I don't because I'm lazy and I like tiny bugs. This is the size I like to cut my potatoes because I like them really small. I like mine burnt and really crunchy. So if you don't like yours like that, you don't have to cook yours as long as I cook mine. But another huge reason I like to cut my potatoes really tiny is because it's quicker to cook them. Potatoes typically take a really, really long time to cook. I'm trying to teach you guys a really fast, easy meal for dinner. The smaller you cook your potatoes, the quicker they will cook. So that's a fun little tip for you. Make sure to cook your potatoes tiny if you want quickly cooked potatoes. Next, we're going to cut up some rosemary and mince some garlic, and we will drizzle olive oil all over the potatoes and mix it all together, and voila. I'd say you need about a teaspoon of chopped rosemary. You can use the kind that's not fresh. We just happen to have a rosemary bush outside. We have fresh. It smells so good. Oh my God, I love fresh rosemary. And I would say 2-ish cloves of garlic minced. Mix it up nice and good, mix it up nice and good. Spread them out evenly. You don't want them all touching. Right after you put the olive oil on it, you have to put it in the oven, because if you wait too long, it'll get soggy and these will not crisp up. Any type of vegetable you are roasting, you do this. So I also do the same exact thing with broccoli, carrot, zucchini. You can bake and do this with any type of vegetable, and it's delicious, by the way. But if you put the olive oil on it and let it sit, like how I'm doing right now, you're going to ruin it. So put it in the oven immediately. And that cooks for like 20-ish minutes, just keep an eye on it. And while that's cooking, I'm going to put the rest of the stuff to steam and cook the chicken. So I just made my life easy and just bought this bag of veggies, and I'm just gonna steam this in a little steamer thingamabob. So easy, guys. I'm practically, who's a famous cook? I am Martha Stewart! You're gonna want a, that was a loud fart, love. You cannot just walk in here, not say hi to the camera, and fart and walk away. Anyway, you're gonna want a steamer thingy. I love this because it was my grandma's. It's a steamer pot thingy. You can also buy one of these little steamer basket things. Like you can literally get it at the grocery store. Fill it with water in the bottom, put the veggies on here, put a lid on it, let the water boil, and let the veggies steam until they're soft when you push them with the little forky. That's it. So easy, y'all. We're almost done. See how easy this is? So now all we have to do is cook our chicken. So you're gonna wanna heat a little bit of olive oil in a pan at like medium-ish heat. Kind of let that heat up, and while that's warming, I'm gonna clean up my mess behind me. Okay, started to clean up my mess. Now I'm gonna take my little chicken tendies and I'm going to put them in the pan. Oh. Definitely wasn't warm enough, but whatever. Make sure that your pan has heated up enough. Mine has not. Yes, I know I'm touching the chicken with my fingers, get over it. Because I have cut my little chickens to be in little chicken tender slivers, they will cook faster, which is glorious. Now, the wonderful thing about this recipe is you can church it up. I'm doing the easiest version of this, but you can add garlic to this sauce, butter, other spices. You can add, I don't know, I'm not freaking chef, I don't know, add whatever you want. My point is that you can add whatever you want to this recipe. I'm doing the simplest version of it for you guys, and this is how I usually do it, because I'm a plain it. So I'm gonna let her cook for a little bit, and I'm gonna come back, flip them over, put a lid on it. It probably will take, honestly, 5 to 10 minutes. Like, it's super quick. Then I like to put the lid on it because it helps it to cook faster, but you're probably not supposed to do that. So now just let it cook for a little bit longer. I hate myself. This is so close. You can see all of my age. You're going to want to use an internal thermometer. These are amazing and they're cheap, so just get one. If you ever want to cook anything in your life that has to do with meat, I highly recommend an internal thermometer. Chicken needs to get to at least 165 degrees. Well, white meat, a breast, a chicken breast needs to get 165 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Figure it out, do the math yourself. I don't have time for that. So that way you don't have to cut it open and peek and be like, is it pink inside? But you just poke it with one of these mamma jammas and it will tell you exactly the temperature of the internal moments inside of your chicken. This one's broken. Check on our potatoes. All right, so I need to flip these bama jammas. Sizzle, sizzle, crack, crack, and pop. See, they're getting like toasty. This is where most people would probably take them out, but I like them burnt because I like them really crispy. So they're staying in there a little bit longer. Let's check our vegetables. By the way, our rice is done and it's just chilling. Oh, this is done too. Ah, perfect timing. Such a good cook, it's crazy. Well, since my internal thermometer is broken, I have to do it the old-fashioned way. That's what the chicken's looking like, y'all. That looks like chicken. So now I'm gonna take the chicken out and put it on a plate, and then in this pot, this is a pan, not a pot. And then in this pan, I'm gonna put the rest of the sauce that I made, warm it up in the chicken juices. And this is the sauce you drizzle on everything. It's delicious. All right, so I'm just going to pour sauce into the frying pan. It's starting to bubble. You see the bubbles? That's what you want. Once it's bubbled, it's good. Don't let it bubble too long. You're just warming it up. Then you put it back in your little poury doodly-doo. Now you drizzle some of this on top of your chicken that you've just cooked so it has extra flavor, because honestly, you probably overcooked it and it's gonna taste like crap. But as long as there's enough sauce on top, you can't taste that it's dry and disgusting chicken. You just taste the sauce. Dinner time. We have your chicken, your roasted potatoes, your veggies. Just sprinkle some salt and pepper on that ish, and your rice and your sauce. And it's a delicious, easy dinner. This will feed about like 3 or 4 people, maybe. I was just cooking for me, Eric, and Corey, so this is the amount that I made. But yeah, let's taste it. I know what it tastes like because I make this all the time because it's easy. It takes like 30 minutes tops. But you guys tell me if you tried this and if it failed miserably or if you were actually able to make something good out of my horrible instructions. Tag me on Twitter or on Instagram if you make this. It's so easy. I'm not claiming to be a chef or a cook at all. You guys just asked me to make a cooking video, and this is a really easy dinner that I cook all the time. So I thought I would make it for you guys and show you how to do it.
Children, it's time for dinner.
Okay, I'm gonna taste my chicken. Tastes like chicken! Great food. It tastes like it always tastes, like honey mustard chicken. But it's delicious. These potatoes, man, they're so good. The veggies, bland. I mean, it's steamed vegetables, but oh, they're really mushy. Ooh, I did not do a good job on those. Normally I would roast them like I did with these potatoes, but oh well. Anyway, I think it's good. What do you think, Corey?
Really good.
He's lying for the camera. Try it out, let me know what you guys think. I don't know why you guys wanted me to see me cook, but there you go. I hope you enjoyed. Next time on Cooking with Colleen, we will cook, maybe we'll make salmon next time. Latkes.
German chocolate cupcake.
German chocolate cupcake cones, or miso salmon with mashed potatoes. Oh, I make a really good chicken pot pie, actually. Anyway, let me know what you want to see me make next. If you even want to see me make anything else, this is such a stupid video. But you guys requested it, and you're essentially my boss, because if you guys aren't happy with what I'm making, then I don't have a job. So you asked for this, and you got it. This is what it looks like when I'm cooking. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe and come see me on tour. Okay, bye.